What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you all another pod chat, basically where I give you all tips and tricks and a little bit of the behind the scenes that goes into podcasting. So let's jump straight into things. I'm guessing you clicked on this video because you're interested in starting a podcast. Maybe you currently already have a podcast and you're looking for ways to market it. Or maybe you're a friend and family member and I told you to subscribe to my channel and you're just here to support. If that's the case, hey, but those of you who are here strictly for podcasting, let's get into things. So, if you currently have a podcast, you know that just launching your podcast and creating the content, that the work does not end there. You have to actually market and promote your podcast if you want people to listen. And so that is a completely whole new set of skills and things that go into it. And so I'm going to be sharing with you all a few websites and tools that'll help you kind of keep them guessing and provide you with different ways to help you digitally market and promote your podcast. For those of you who are new to my channel and you're interested in hearing the topics and the different things that I discuss on my podcast, I'll leave the link in the description box below if you're interested in checking it out. So, the first website I'm going to share with you all is Canva. I've been using Canva since I first launched my podcast and way before I even had a podcast. Oftentimes I had a few friends and family members that would reach out to me to make flyers or to create something for people to share on social media. A lot of people would hit me up and say, hey, can you make me a flyer? Can you make this or that? And also I've been playing around here on YouTube for some time now. And I've used Canva to make my YouTube banner, my thumbnail. Canva is just a great place that provides you with templates to help you create professional looking flyers or anything that you may need. They have a wide range of things to choose from, and I actually pay for the service now just because I love it so much. And they even have a feature now where it will remove the background of an image. And this is good for, let's say you want to create a logo for your podcast, but you don't want that white film in the back of your logo. You just want the outline of your logo. Using that remove background effect makes it super easy for you to do that using Canva. So if you are new to podcasting and you're like, oh, I don't want to hire a graphic designer, you're still trying to decide if it's going to be a hobby or if this is something that you want to take off and turn it into a side hustle, Canva does have a free option where you can use their platform. You won't have access to all of their tools and images. Those types of features come along with purchasing Canva, but if you're just using it for basic things like creating a podcast cover, a podcast logo, it's definitely useful there if you're someone who doesn't consider yourself tech savvy or does not have super high level design skills. They make it very easy to use for everyday people. It's a free website. If you're not looking to use those big fancy effects and things of that nature, and you're really looking to avoid hiring somebody to create your podcast cover or a logo, I recommend starting with Canva. Website number 2. This is something that I kind of found halfway through my podcast streak, and the website is called Headliner. So if you are someone looking to promote your podcast on other different social media sites such as Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and you're trying to keep them guessing and switch things up a bit but not give them the full glimpse of your podcast, I would recommend using Headliner. All you have to do is type in the name of your podcast. As long as you have an RSS feed, which stands for really simple syndication. It's basically you carving out your own little space here on the internet so that way people can tune in and listen to your podcast. You type in the name of your podcast. it'll find your RSS feed, and then you can actually pull from your different episodes that are already live and are streaming, and it'll help you do like the pull out quote, where you can pull out specific moments within your podcast and you can turn it into engaging content, such as video or images with text over the top of the images that give you a glimpse of what the podcast is about. Or it'll allow you to create those really fun photos that you often see floating around on social media with an image, and then you have the wave bars, you have the sound bars going across the image to kind of give some type of movement to the image. Headliner is another website that kind of provides you with a template, so that way, if, like I said, if you're not tech savvy but you want to keep them guessing and you want to switch up your content so that way it isn't the same thing across all of your social media platforms, like you're not posting the same image on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. If you upload to Headliner, it'll allow you to create different type of content specifically for your podcast, and it makes it easy so that way you can share it to those other platforms. And another new feature that they have on Headliner is where you can actually take full length episodes from your podcast. So that's about, like, if your podcast is about 30 minutes or an hour long, you can pull your whole podcast and they'll convert it into something that you can use here on YouTube. And that's actually what I've been doing with my podcast. I'll upload it to Headliner and then I'll customize it the way I want it to look, and then they'll provide me with a file that I can download, and then I can upload it here and share it on YouTube. And the last website I want to share with you all is rev.com. Now, I just got hip to this website. I actually found out about it through a client. I also do freelance videography, and the client requested that I use Rev to convert the video that I made for him, so that way it will have the closed captions on the video. So this is good for those people who like to watch video or content while in class or at work or in church or wherever you might be, where you kind of don't want to turn the volume up, or maybe you don't want other people around you to hear what you're looking at. A lot of people watch videos without having the sound on. And I'm just joking, like, I'm not promoting that you watch things while you're in class or whatever, but you all know who you are, who do listen to things when you know you're supposed to be doing something else. But Rev is a website where you can upload your content that you create, and it'll convert it so that way it'll have those closed captions at the bottom of the screen, so that way it'll make it easy for your audience to read what's going on in the content that you put up, opposed to actually listening to it with the sound on. And this is also good for, I heard, the algorithm on YouTube. I haven't played around with it yet on my other videos, but apparently a lot of people like to read the closed captions on videos and see what people are talking about before they actually click into it. So having a closed caption option is good, just in case your thumbnail isn't that good or the image may not be that engaging, but some people might read something that might catch their eye through your closed caption, and then they're more likely to go listen to the full episode or just to engage with the content that you have created. And so Rev.com does it. The other two websites that I mentioned, they have a free option, but Rev requires that you pay for it. Maybe they may come out with something that is free. It's not super expensive. I think it was about $2 for a minute of a previous video that I had, but it wasn't super expensive, but it does cost, and I just thought I would share that with you all. So if there's anything else you would like me to share with you all as it relates to podcasting or anything of that nature, definitely let me know in the comment section below. I'm also really big on self-taught learning, teaching yourself new skills and things of that nature. and just staying sharp and on top of things going on within your industry. And so something else that I've really been enjoying is SkillShare. I highly recommend it if you're someone who's thinking about starting a podcast as a side hustle or a hobby. SkillShare has tons of different classes that you can check out if you just want to see what else is out there, or if you want to learn some new skills, or you just like to learn. Like, I didn't realize this until after I got out of school, that I still like to learn, but not necessarily for a grade or for something specific. I'm just one of those type of people who is always super curious about what else is out there and what else is going on, and just learning random things. And so SkillShare is definitely great for that. And if you're interested in checking out the platform, I provided a link in the description box as well for 2 months free to check out SkillShare platform. So yeah, if there's anything else, any questions or anything of that nature, definitely let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.